Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me say welcome to the bottom line. This is the bottom line, and we are going to have a live event where Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, the Senate Bureau of the CPP, is in District Number 13, Montserrado County, and so we're going to have a live broadcast from there. So let me see if I can get some if I can get in contact with our studio in Monrovia. So just stay tuned. Hopefully we're gonna get in contact with our studios in Monrovia very soon. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Bringing the president to the people. Full of attraction here. A lot of things here that are very attractive. I want to get them for the crowd of the reason why. I want to be people that taking the presidency to our people. We are taking the presidency to our people in the rural communities. We are leaving no stone untouched. We, every community, whether small, big community, we will touch them. They are saying they don't want push. They are saying they don't want push. Just moving from one community to another, and then our supporters are coming out. Silent voters are coming out. So yes, decided to take a community tour, and then our supporters are out. The way the man is basically when you explain so the way he basically when you explain water, you explain him not again water the way he basically might be Angelaba. So we are taking the presidency to our people. We are doing community tour, and then our supporters in every community that we enter, they are coming out in their numbers. We are here at the New Georgia Junction. The New Georgia Junction. That's what we are. We just from the Basel Town community in the same New Georgia built here. So we are on the road now. 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 See the amount of people that are out here. Imagine just community tour. Imagine what I have in my Gibi tomorrow. Lucky down cat said tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to be in Gibi. I can't wait to be in Gibi. See the four out there. And don't forget, like I said yesterday, that today we will be raising funds to help the four soldiers and of the campaign team. To help the four soldiers of the campaign team. So we will be raising funds this evening to enable the foot soldiers of the CPP to do what they do for better abroad. Yeah, I walk you. Me, I walk you. I'm not getting on a car, man. We're doing these things. All these things that we are doing it, we're doing it for better tomorrow, bro. So support us at the back. We are just doing a walk, community walk. And then our people come out singing that they don't want push. Our people come out singing they don't want push. So this evening, like I said yesterday, this evening we'll be raising funds on the page for foot soldiers. We have a lot of guys who are doing work, and we have the girls from the CPP too. They have been doing a lot of community outreach. So we need to, over there to do more. So we are here. We are here. Walking. So we are headed right now at the Steven Tower Estate fee. So I'm going to end this podcast and then resume when we get at the Steven Tower Estate fee. Thank you for following.
Okay, don't go away. You rightly heard from our correspondent there in Monrovia. They will be reassembling, and as soon as they reassemble, we will be able to join them. So for now, um, we're going to play some music. Let me see if I can move the share from there. So as soon as they resume, we're gonna rejoin them in Monrovia. As you know, they are in Monrovia, and we are here in Studio A, and so we will be uh, joining them as soon as they resume. But in the meantime, we'll play some music that will take you through the rest of the time while they try to reassemble, and then while we get, or else I would just want to talk about some things, that is when people are in a particular situation, they always try to find a way out. The situation we are in right now in Liberia, where uh, drugs have taken over the entire country. I mean, it used to be like Monrovia, because why Monrovia? And anybody could arguably say that Monrovia was, or it is, the epicenter of almost everything. Monrovia is where things happen, and so it's not normal, but in some sense, common that things like this will happen. But now that if you go every village, every hamlet in Liberia, you will see the presence of drugs. This is alarming and this is scary. And so I think people should take it very seriously. Hold it phone. Sorry, I'm babysitting, so okay, yeah, okay, play now, play. Okay, now so we can go. And so, like I was saying, uh, we in this situation, and the only way out that I see is to bring total change, what we call total change. And that change requires a change of individuals, change of the system, change of our mindset, and change of almost everything, the way we do things. Because there's some people who say, oh, this is what we used to, and this is what we know. Yes, listen to me. If you use to something and this thing is not good, but because you used to it, you want to continue doing it, tell me, who are you? And you say, uh, I don't know certain person or certain people, but it turns out that probably, let me just put it this way, that you are sick, and the sickness you have, the only medicine you can get is from a stranger or total stranger that you don't know. And that stranger comes and say, well, no, listen, I can save you. And then you say, oh no, I don't know you, so go. I know you can save me, but I don't know you. Go. This is the situation we are faced with in Liberia, where the people will say our minds are made up. People who have kept us. And if you look at the history, I mean, from the war days, after the war, in 2000 and three, 3 or 4, I think, because forgive me, I was not in Liberia, so I'm not very current with the time the war ended. But I know the war ended. World War III was in 2000, and World War II was in 2003, and then so let's bring it to 2004 or 5, because 2005 was the first elections, and it's been the Unity Party and CDC as front runners, two biggest political parties. Okay, and those two parties have fought. A Unity Party was able to come to power for 12 years, and in that 12 years, what happened to your life? Ask yourself. And then CDC took it over for 6 years now. That's 18 years. So if your wife was pregnant that time and the baby was born, the baby would have been 18 years of voting age. So ask yourself, what is the life of that your 18-year-old child? What is your life 18 years after, and you're not getting any younger? So ask yourself. Then you will come and say, no, that is only people who know. The same two group of political parties that have been in power and they've been treating you this way. You can move from one condition to the other, or you're not taking any steps in your life. You are still stagnant, you are still at the same position. But you say, oh no, that only two people will know. Okay, so this is why I give this analogy. If you are in this town, you know all the medicine people in that town, then you got some kind of sickness. And this sickness, nobody in the town can save you, can cure you. And you there suffering this sickness on you. Everybody in the town I try, they can make it. Then you see one stranger come from way Bungonima. Okay, welcome, Paul. Welcome. For I was just carrying a live for Mr. Cummings in district number 13. And since they're going to regroup, I decided to just come on little discussion. But it's good to see you. Paul is one of the presenters here, but he's now on the ground. He's the one who call it put on the ground. Welcome, Paul. Tell us a little bit about the ground before we go ahead.
Well, thank you, Lynn, for it been a while. You can hear me?
Very well.
Yeah, we've been busy here, and I'm going to leave from here in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to join Mr. Cummings in Stephen Tower Estate, where there's a big rally at 4 o'clock Liberia time. It's about 3 o'clock here. Yeah,
Okay.
so it been
And
interesting
I,
here.
I was following that live in District Number 13 where you were at the New Georgia Junction. I think they are heading to that Stephen Tower Estate. I don't know. So,
Yeah,
well,
that's
okay.
yeah,
And I believe it's going to be a big program. But Paul, tell us, you've been on the ground for for almost more than 2 months now.
more than
And,
two
and
months. Yeah.
yeah, and you definitely told us that you will be on the ground, you'll be busy, you'll be in every corner of Monrovia. How far have you gone and what have you done?
Well, to start with, and I would say to the European team, all the little funds that we've been raising have been helping. We've been busy with community engagement here,
Hmm.
and one of our strategies we've been moving into now communities, putting flyers, engaging people one on one, convincing them, sharing Mr. Cummings, Charlene Bronsky platform, how they intend to govern Liberia. And the reception is good. And we've been like the team I work with, every day we target 200 homes engaging people. That's the work that is doing. It's done across Liberia as we speak. So we got teams everywhere. So you shouldn't be surprised that when Mr. Cummings put out a surprise in this race, we
And
don't make
Paul,
noise. Yeah, go on.
yeah, the first time you visited Liberia, you came back, and I mean, just off the record, we were talking. You said, "My man, it's a lot of work to do. The
Yeah.
message is going, but it's slow, and I'm a bit worried. We need to do more work now." But this time, you sound so confident, and you've been on the ground for more than 2 months, and you sound confident. Had there been any big change? It seems as though Paul
The
is
internet.
frozen. Yeah, okay.
Right. Can you get me now?
Yeah, I hear you well.
Can you get me now?
Yes.
Right. Remember, it's Liberia, so the internet keep fluctuating. Yeah. What was your question again?
Yeah, the question was the first time you went to Liberia, you came back and we were just talking off the record, and you said, "My man, we need to do more work in Liberia. The message is going, but it's slow." And you were kind of not too satisfied. But I see you today, you are kind of very high spirited. You in high gear. Has anything changed on the ground since you've been there?
Yes, things have changed on the ground here. And since remember when we came to do the voter registration, we
Hmm.
started the ground process unknown to a lot of people that the things that came from the diaspora were moving into communities and these counties talking to people. So that's strategy have now continued. When we left people in charge doing it, so it have continued. And as we got on the ground, we divided ourselves into groups and teams. So the groups that we divided ourselves in, we are moving into communities. So as we meet people, that what we talk these guys that we call the silent voters that people they don't talk. But if you go to those various homes, this is where you meet the silent voter, you engage them, and people are really, really for Mr. Cummings. And sometimes you meet people from CDC, they will tell you plain blank, say, yeah, Cummings with 2029, I support George Weah, but if Weah is not in the race, he does not make it to the second round, we will support Cummings. These are the information we're getting. The only people who have problem with on the ground is the Unity Party scene for some reason, especially those that have come from Lofa County. If you engage them, it's like Mr. Cummings had killed somebody from them. That's how they behave. They don't want to hear. So they are the one that bring the travel thing into play. But the entire country, if I tell you this, that a lot of people know Mr. Cummings has a very good policy. They will tell you he is the right person for Liberia at this time. And that message is now resonating all over the place. Tomorrow, the CPP is going to have a massive launch in Kakata. So we're all gearing for Kakata. The advanced team has gone in front to do the publicity. They're going around. So we expect that massive, massive turnout tomorrow in Kakata. So in Montserrado County, it's been like the UP and the CDC people keep bringing crowd. They will come and block whole streets, say, oh, lockdown. The CPP not involved in that. They going into those community, engaging people. That's what they. Welcome, Jamal. Good to see you, brother. How are you?
Jemima, mute yourself.
Hello, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Welcome, Paul. How are you? How is Morovia?
I'm good. It's tiring here. I mean, I'm doing a lot of exercise than ever before, walking about. That is the key here. And we want to win this thing, so we have to work extremely hard, and that's what we're doing. It's been interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, but I think we got less than 30 days now to go. I know you were talking about moving up counties, up countries, I mean, and to reach out to people. I think we've seen that for the past couple of days. You guys are concentrated on Montserrado County. You see Mr. Cummings going all over every district in Montserrado. When would you say you're going to move into Margibi? Is it? Sorry, Margibi, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kakata
So
tomorrow.
we'll be in Kakata tomorrow,
So
and
when
the
we
Kakata.
expect you to be going down like Nimba, Bond County, where Mr. Cummings had a lot of attraction from the last time he had a campaign, we went with the VSB, they were like massive turnout. So we expect like when do you expect you in Bond County?
Well, the thing is, the bond county bit, I think it's going to come later on. But what happened when Mr. Cummings leave Kakatal, he come back to Morovia, he hitting the southeast. So that's Maryland, River G's, and Grand Jada, Sano. That's the places because those places are cut off completely from the rest of Liberia. So the
Right.
focus is he hitting the southeast, and I will be on that trip as well. So from the southeast, when he come by car, it's easier to get to Bond County. It's easier to get to Nima. So the Nima road is okay. So, and then you got Charlene Bronsky, who is in Grand Bassa County, Magibi Bill, and also heading for the how do you call this the river set end. And then Mr. Cumming he have traveled. He been to Bapolu, he been to Bomi, he been to Cape Man. So now it's Kakata. Then after Kakata, after Magibi is the southeast. So yes, and remember too, they have the CPP team that is all over the 15 county. So the team in Bond County also doing door to door, and they will be hosting him too. Lofa County to be surprised. That's another place too that we should watch out for. Although the team in Lofa County, the team is moving. They're doing similar engagement that we're doing around the country. So we're trying to put up people from all angles. Yes.
Right, Paul. Quickly, I tried to get something going on, but in the meantime, I think you sound very like my colleague was saying. You sound very excited. What's going on right now? And what do you hear from voters when you reach out to them? I think you've been doing a lot of door-to-door visits. What did they really tell you about the candidates on the ticket? Paul, do you hear me?
I think he's having some fluctuation with the internet there. But sorry.
Linford, do you see that? Think what happened that many what we see a lot with while we're trying to get Paul across. What we notice a lot of time people watch with most people that I think 80 to 90% of people don't reach out on this internet where you must speak to a lot, and then the bulk of Liberians that are voters, qualified voters that don't have access to internet. Paul has been involved, his team has been involved, reaching out to doors, talking and knocking on doors. So my question would be, what would they be telling him? What would they asking him? What would be questions, very regular questions would be he'd be asked?
Well, Sarah Jamal is Liberia, so we get the internet keep going like a sea wave. Just sorry for that. Yeah,
I was just
what was
asking.
your
I said
question?
you because we don't reach to most of those Liberians that are qualified voters, the potential voters, because most of them are there. They don't have access to internet. But you've been doing this door to door thing, this kind of Jehovah Witness campaign thing. I think you've been all over the district in Montserrado. And what questions do these voters ask you in terms of candidates? They in regard to what do they expect for these people, like new presidential candidates? What are the very common questions they ask your team?
Well, the thing is, the common question is, if the CPP does not make it to the second round, will they support another opposition? Those are the common questions that people ask. Because for some reason, the ruling establishment, a lot of people just don't want to hear their name. So that is the common question. Will this happen? So, and the CPP now, I can tell you, I've been confident here because the feedback that we're getting from the ground, that Mr. Cummings is the best at this time to change Liberia. And we keep telling them if we miss this opportunity, it will take us another 18 years maybe before we find somebody good like him. So that's the question they ask. If we don't get there, will we support any other opposition? That's a common question on the ground.
Right. And another question, okay, what is I know most Liberians are frustrated with the present government now. What are the major concern, apart from asking, what are the major concern right now, like the bread and butter issues you think you've seen on the faces of those voters?
Yeah, the major concern is security. Security have been the top on the list. Then jobs, people don't have work to do, and base security being one of the things, and the issue with drugs. Those are the issue that people face with, and people are afraid to go out in the night because there are a lot of young kids that will go after you for petty things because they want to get a hand on drugs. So the drugs issue, I know you guys been following what happened a few days, the drugs that were caught at the Robert International Airport. Those are the concerns. That's the talking point. Security have been the key security jobs. People are not working and people want to be in employment. So that's the feedback we're getting. And our women too, they've been very supportive. And a lot of women on Mr. Cummings' side, if you meet people.
Right. Okay, I know Limp has been asking you, and a quick question. I know you've been on your feet trekking all over the area. Have you come across, because my experience in the past Liberian elections, you come across the hostile group. Have you come across, your team have come across any hostile group like other opposition party, like attacking your group, insulting the reign of insulting you guys while you're doing your visitations? Have you experienced that?
Yes, we have on many occasions. And this, to be honest on this does not come from CDC. For some reason, CDC have no problem with the CPP. It's the Unity Party have problem with the CPP. And I'll give you two instances. We went to a house, and this particular house that was, we didn't know these people from Lofa County. The moment we say we're from Team Coming, we don't want to hear that man's name. And it happened that Fetira Kokwe, who is running to be the senatorial aspirant for Montserrado County, she was with us. And because she came from Lofa County, those women said, look, we'll vote for you, but we don't want to hear Mr. Cummings' name. And they actually went, they wanted to waste water on us, but we had to calm down situation. Then there was another instance that we were putting up flyers, and this man from Lofa County, he came running. Nobody might put Cummings flyer to my house. And he got angry. They wanted confrontation. We have to calm down the situation and walk away. But we don't have no issue. CDC went to a particular house. The whole house surrounded with George Weah and Joel picture all over. We engaged them. They said, you put your picture up. We won Liberia, but The CPP have problem with the people from Unity Party, and Unity Party specifically those that come from Lofa County, not those from other counties that support the Unity Party. Lofa County people, those are the people who have problem with when we engage them. It's like Mr. Cummings had killed somebody from them. They don't want to hear that name.
Have you encountered similar thing from people from Nima County since they are producing the VP candidate?
No, no, we haven't. We haven't. So people like it is, and we very good. The team where before we get on the field, we do uh, uh 10 minutes briefing. Everybody should be aware. If anyone want to bring confrontation, just say okay, walk away, don't get involved with, because some people that's where they there for to to go after people.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Paul. Paul.
Something
Okay.
I've been thinking about, since you are on the ground, what does the security aspect look like? Do you think it's going to be peaceful? During the elections, do you think we have much security beefed up, and do you think the citizens themselves are willing to be peaceful?
The citizens are looking forward to a peaceful election. There and what happened here, if you notice recent time, there's two group of people that for some reason when they meet others clash, CDC and Unity Party. So when CDC people are canvassing here, if any Unity Party seem around there, there's always how do you call it, stone throwing. It's between those two parties, but we are looking forward to a peaceful election. And there was a peace agreement among all the political parties. So they're looking forward to a peaceful election. See, but the other side of the what we keep hearing, one group think they entitled to rule if they don't win. And I think that's where the trouble will come from. It may come from those CDC and UP. But the rest of the other parties, there's no trouble. It's just those two that have their beef up, they meet up, there's a clash. Every time it happens on the street.
Right.
Well,
Paul.
I think Jima has some question, but
Paul, quickly.
let me just admit that
Yeah,
I'm very
Right.
I
happy
gave
because
you guys 2 more minutes because I'm going to run. We're going to Stephen Tubber Estate for this showdown, and then tomorrow that you'll wash up for Cock City. Everyone is heading that way. That will be the CPP launch. We're not launching in Montserrado County, but what we intend to do in Montserrado County after Mr. Cummings and Charlene have traveled the length and breadth of the 15 county, we'll have a massive closing in Montserrado County to say thank you to the team that have been working, and then before we get to the polls.
Right, Paul. My question quickly, if I know, thank you very much. It was just joining us. This is a live discussion. We having a live Paul from Liberia right now. He's on the campaign team of the CPP. Well, Mr. Paul is the regional coordinator for Europe, the ANC CPP Europe base. He's been in Liberia since 2 months to help with the campaign. Paul, thank you for joining us. Paul, quickly. So, what do you see the result look like? We have projection with regard to CPP winning. They say,
Well,
something that we're going to win hands down, or you're going to go second round.
it's going to be second round. Nobody will win the first round. And from what, and I think the CPP stand a massive chance here of getting into that second round with whosoever. We stand a very good chance. We're going to win Grand Bassa County. Margibi will take a huge portion of Margibi. Montserrado County, the CPP target is to get 38% of the vote here. Remember, we have 900,000 people registered in Montserrado County. We will win River G, Maryland. CPP will win. So if we win Grand Bassa, win Maryland, River G, get huge portion from Montserrado County, Margibi, then you think about the rest of the county. Those counties will pull CPP in the second round. And
Paul,
that's
someone
the
will ask you, Paul, why you base your statistics on? Is this estimation or something you're sure of?
it's something that will show all the work that Charlene has done in Grand Bassa County. I'm telling you, people come from it. She have done extremely well. And we are confident we're going to win Grand Bassa County with 70% of the vote over there. Riverside will be the interesting one because George we have model come from Riverside. So that's where Charlene and the CPP and we are will battle in Riverside. So for River G, what the county that come from, I can show you that River G is for the CPP. Maryland will fall. That's where Mr. Cummings is going to the southeast to, and Grand Jada will surprise people too. It have been CDC stronghold, but Mr. Cummings is going to have huge number from Grand Jada. And the one that we're feeding with the data that we're getting from Lofa County, the last time we got about, I think, 3%. This time around, Lofa County CPP may get 15 or 20% vote from that end. And this is something that we keen of. Bapolu, Mr. Cummings have a huge number in Bapolu. So we're confident that we're going to be in the second round.
Okay, Paul, thank you very much. We're still gonna be here to follow live from Stephen Tower Estate. So
Okay.
hopefully we might see you in the crowd, but we hope that you
Yes.
guys continue a good job on the ground.
Yeah, and your watch out for tomorrow, Cox City. It will be great. We're trying to turn Cox City white.
We we
Yeah.
will be following, and Portland will be there to carry live tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, Paul,
All
Have
thank
a
right,
you so
good
Paul.
much.
Thank
day.
you very
I'm
much,
all
Paul. Thanks
done.
for
Yeah.
joining us.
Uh,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joining